2, 1.
So it's November 13th, 2015. This is the pre-ship review for the global balance for Duke Oconee. I'm just going to go through some of the functionality of the unit and show you how the electronics work. Can you see it well?
Yep.
So right now everything is turned off, and if I want to turn it on, I'll come back to this little hidden hatch up underneath the globe. And you have one primary power strip right now that if I turn on, it'll immediately turn the base lighting, the LED lighting, and the internal lighting and motor of the globe, and the globe will start spinning. That also currently turns on these two touchscreen monitors. And the way these work is, Don, come down here a little bit. A little paddle and a USB extension. And to turn it on right now, since these aren't scheduled or on a timer, I just push that. And I'll just let this hang out for a second as we go through this one.
Go.
So it's just about to start up. It should open up in Windows. We'll let it fire up for a sec. Let me grab this keyboard over here while we're So after it boots up, it goes right into the Finding a Balance program. It does that specifically so that people won't start, messing with the Windows screen or anything like this. You can't get out of this, and I'll just go through it quickly. Functionally, it has everything set and ready to go. I think at this moment we have this volume way down, but I'll go through. We'll boost this up. We'll get on site and adjust it where we want it. However, if we need to access it, we need to do that back through the little paddle here. Plug in the USB extension for the keyboard. And we use Alt F4. Is that plugged in? Hold on a sec. This might be a bad one. Turn that off. Okay, so we have that plugged in backwards, but now if we have it plugged in correctly, Alt F4 will take us back to the Windows screen, and now like a computer, you can do anything. I mean, we can adjust the volume from here, and then we would take it back out once we push the application shortcut. It'll come right back, and it's ready to go. Okay? So the way these work also is that when we unplug it, here's a little magnetic strip. There's a little magnetic shelf up under this rail, and we just put it up there and it hides it so that it's out of sight. And again, nobody will really mess with that. So, this keyboard could easily store in the hatch if we want, or elsewhere. The other thing we're providing is a digital timer that we would probably set up just for the mechanics of the globe, and we would set the touchscreens potentially to go off by themselves unless the Duke staff want to control it every morning and set it up, which may be preferable. So let's come over here real quick. So I'm just gonna, typically these are attached with 6 screws, top and bottom. but the housing lifts off really easily. It's pretty light. You have those strips in there that kind of register it side to side so that it's always perfectly centered. For this one, I'll just kind of show you the components. You have a touchscreen, you have a small amplifier, and a speaker. That gives us a better sound, you know, especially for doing bigger presentations of this stuff. And this dedicated power strip has the, you know, the touchscreen amplifier on it, and it snakes down into the body of the thing over here. And we can see, if you look over here real quick, just come over to you get an idea of how that wire comes down and chases down. And then these are just little cover plates of that wire, so that they're kind of invisible. That locks right into the low base, and it covers it like that. Okay. So the wood rail, which isn't connected right now, is just sitting on top. This will all be, you know, bolted into the floor. It'll be very sturdy. The one thing I'll sort of point out is just that, you know, it is in arm's reach. People can't touch it. It's not like a glass Christmas ball ornament. You know, it's more robust than that. But you can see that if I put some action on it, that it will move a little bit. That's okay. Although we just want to, you know, because it's in the main lobby, there'll probably be the opportunity to kind of see people as they're around it, and we certainly want to discourage people from, you know, really kind of working on it and stuff. So, but it looks really beautiful. It's internally lit with compact fluorescent lights, so it uses very low energy, and those should last for about 9 years. So, so I'll hit the switch real quick. You can kind of see it go off. That turns everything off. We wouldn't want to do the computers from that switch. You know, we want to shut them down. But again, they can either be set on a schedule. Oh, the one thing, we'll show one more thing, is this is the USB Wi-Fi antenna. This needs to be set up probably by an IT person at Duke for whatever the Wi-Fi access is, and that can be done just like any computer. But those are on both units in case that's needed for anything. It doesn't have anything to do with the function of the interactive, but you know, for future content or what have you, if it's needed, it's there. That's it.